understand the feelings that I'm still facing. I mean, it's been years since we finalized the separation, but you're still in my mind more than any girl ever created. You know who you are, so I don't even have to state it. Made a beautiful scar on my soul that nothing could ever erase. I waited and waited, nothing made it harder to cope. Then realizing those roles were just a part of our growth. I mean, you gave me so much style, charm, and confidence, but now you're gone with the wind, and I'm getting caught in this feeling of not believing. I'll always be leaving and never receive a fine love that lasts longer than a weekend. I'm grateful though for the time that I was blessed to spend with her. If I don't end with her, I'll never forget the truest love I've ever known from someone I should have never met. Now I'm standing alone, wondering how far could heaven be. This road wouldn't seem so cold if you were next to me. I know it's time to let it be, but that's just not gonna happen. So I hold you in silence and picture you smiling and laughing. If I still had half the passion I had when you were around, I could escape this feeling that we get trapped there and I might drown. I'll come around. I took a number and stood in line. As long as you're happy in the end, I'm gonna be just fine. But promise me you'll try to find me in your next lifetime.
As long as I'm alive, every day till I die, I cherish the time we spent. Never knew what it meant. I never knew how much it meant, but I remember it forever. I promise.
As long as I'm alive, every day till I die, I cherish the time we spent. I never knew what it meant, never knew how much it meant, but I'll remember it forever, I promise.
Would you please play again for us?
It all started at a specific location. Moments we stole from time like a terrific vacation that ended so fast. And after all that waiting, you're a thing of the past, and memories are quickly fading. But I'm anxious to hold on to those slices of heaven, so I'm flipping through pictures while I'm lighting the medicine. I don't know if it's right to let you inside my head again. I'm up late nights, reminiscing and remembering how you found me broken and made me feel better again. You told me what a crazy girl she was for having left me. You said in bed the rest of the world was irrelevant, and promised me never again would my heart ever be empty. I should have known those words would go undelivered, like the child you decided was just too much to live with. And I forgive you for turning your back and running away. Only wish that I got a call just to know you're okay. Now I welcome the pain as I bathe in the rain and close my eyes. The only place faces remain the same. Without that, I'd only have these ghosts to look back at. They love me for a minute, but it never goes past that. I guess it's partly mine to share in the guilt, cause I gotta move on, there's more walls to be built. So I blow you a kiss to signify that you'll be missed, to make a solemn promise to you that I'll never forget. As long as I'm alive, every day till I die, I cherish the time we spent. Never knew what it meant, I never knew how much it meant, but I'll remember it forever. I promise that as long as I'm alive, every day till I die, I cherish the time we spent. Never knew what it meant, I never knew how much it meant, but I'll remember forever, I promise.
Somebody turn the lights off in the city.
shame with no gain. It's hard to face the truth that some things don't change. Downtown on the corner of Oak and Main, you can hear the cries of a child as she floats down the drain. Little Mary's life revolves around her mother. Got one little sister, no father and no brothers. Dad gave up a mom, left Mary to deal with taking care of her younger sis and cooking the meals. Mama was a mess, couldn't handle the task. Only handles a jet, blacking out and acting an ass. On the fast track to growing old with no role models. Imprisoned by the cigarette butts and old bottles. Hang on, Mary's salvation just around the corner. Tortured by the lifestyle they lived in California. Born into the torment where the weak get devoured. All because Mary's mother planted cement flowers. How many times can Mary go round before she falls apart? 21 years old on her own, roaming in the dark. Broken bottles where the sidewalk used to be. Whispers louder than laughter, multiply faster than the sewer speaks. A new disease rules the days and the weeks. Planted future seeds in the past, never asked for the roof to bleed. Still sees a mother from time to time. Never made it far from the neighborhood, working a 9 to 5. A daughter of her own with no father at home. Just a bottle and a phone number for some doctor she knows. Little sis babysits while Mary's out getting high. Left with a bouquet of weed when the last flower died. Flowers growing on the sidewalk, the sandbox is empty and somebody turned the lights off. Alone in the city, wishing that it might stop. Although they were children, still the innocence is quite lost. Got a bouquet of weed, flowers growing on the sidewalk, the sandbox is empty and somebody turned the lights off. Alone in this city, wishing that it might stop. Although they were children, still the innocence is quite lost. Bouquet of weed, flowers growing on the sidewalk, the sandbox is empty and somebody turned the lights off. Alone in this city, wishing that it might stop. Although they were children, still the innocence is quite lost. Bouquet of weed, flowers growing on the sidewalk, the sandbox is empty and somebody turned the lights off. Alone in this city, wishing that it might stop. Although they were children, still the innocence is quite lost. A bouquet of weeds, flowers growing on the sidewalk, the sandbox is empty and somebody turned the lights off. Alone in this city, wishing that it might stop. Although they were children, still the innocence is quite lost. Run, Mary, run, run away, Mary, run, run, Mary, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run, Mary, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, run, Mary, run away, Mary, run, Mary, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run, Mary, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, run, Mary, run away, Mary, run, Mary, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run away, Mary, run, Mary, Mary, run away. Down, settle in the background and count it out. What's the frown about? Stick it out. What goes up must come down. It'll be there when you get back, just let it rest. Can't work the angles without a level head, so just calm down. All the heat from the sun won't melt the black away, and this rate will never get back. What goes up must come down. When you're singing the blues, facing the lions, then come sunrise, no more hiding from the violent wind. Calm down, settle in the background and count it out. What's the frown about? Stick it out. What goes up must come down. It'll be there when you get back, just let it rest. Can't work the angles without a level head, so just calm down. All the heat from the sun won't melt the black away, and this rate will never get back. What goes up must come down. When you're singing the blues, facing the lions, then come sunrise, no more hiding from the violent wind. Over and out, when the rain moves south, we're chasing a doubt. High and dry in the plains with a bad taste in our mouth. Drown the playgrounds in a flash flood, sandbox in and full of black mud, so we track our footprint through the backwoods. Can't connect the circles with straight lines. The pressure rises every figure eight we skate, carving fate with a stake nine. Break ties that suffocate great lives, laying face first in Apollo waste, counting the days till the hate dies. Chasing the spider through the grapevines, avoiding every attempt he tries to take me before escaping for the 8th time. Pray to break the chain that binds our desecrated state of mind and erase everything that doesn't fit in once upon a place in time. Till we find that peace of mind, running in circles and we're wasting time. Just take a deep breath. Till we find that place inside, running in circles and we're wasting time. Take a breath. Until we find that peace of mind, running in circles and we're wasting time. Take a deep breath. Until we find that place inside, running in circles and we're wasting time. So take a breath. Down, settle in the background and count it out what the roundabout. Stick it out. What goes up must come down. It'll be there when you get back, just let it rest. Can't work the angles without a level head, so just calm down. All the heat from the sun won't melt the black away. At this rate we'll never get back. What goes up must come down. When you're singing the blues, facing the lions, then come sunrise, no more hiding from the violent wind. When the walls come crashing down in a flash, left in the trash and mess, keep our heads high in the clouds, the mass descent. Let the feeding ensue on every clue that we ingested and reflected upon, even if we weren't ready to. Who's driving this tugboat through the fog and smoke? Another ghost pursuing food for the crew and a roof to call his own. When the rooster crows and the boots no longer flows, and we're cruising alone and the inner voice becomes true to tone. When wind winds down on the rough seas and Lady Luck learns to trust me in the sky isn't permanent above me. When we all can take a deep breath and tell no secrets and rip this old paper bag into pieces. So just come down. We find that peace of mind, running in circles and we're wasting time. What goes up must come down. We find that place inside, running in circles and we're wasting time. So just come down. We find that peace of mind, running in circles and we're wasting time. What goes up must come down. We find that place inside, running in circles and we're wasting time. So just calm down. What goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. I'm almost done talking cause my pen has run out of life. Signed enough baggage claim tickets, yet always get stuck guarding the lost and found. The cost and now constantly inflating. Stupid to think I could buy back yesterday. I don't like to swear, so what the fuck is this commitment? People trust me enough to decide what's real or not. All by myself, abandoned on this pedestal that is mere more than a lonely island. Sitting at home in silence, a chaotic nothingness. To others I smile like I'm loving this. No sign of the strings, how do you know where the puppet is? It's never been as rough as this, but I'd have said the same thing last week. Only an imprint of heaven left on my soul with a hollow shell in my seat. And please stop staring at me. Lifelong wounds still bleeding badly. Every day I learn a new disguise to hide the fact that I'm so unhappy. The sound of pain's not an accurate stencil. Pictures I paint with a pencil. Flame through a vessel. Shame's incidental. To swallow the blame was instrumental. Cast into a shadow of a hope. Sun diminishing as the brush grows. In a narrow passageway, love flows opposite the way the blood goes. And I can't walk away. God knows raging rapids leave me marooned. Consumed by a feeling of doom that's appealing. Conceal my cocoon of hibernation. Time wasted. Dream lingering left with no spine to chase it. Hiding in the basement. Mine for the taking. I can't embrace it. My mind is racing. No longer identifying with what I'm facing. So what I spent a lifetime waiting doesn't mean that I have patience. The world's still howling. What happened to a little child that cried help? Village people can never understand problems they can't see in themselves. The sky's falling. No one can hear them over the espresso machine. They nod their heads like they understand. Still living much in a dream. Caught between two extremes. Like what's real or what's self-imposed. Women that grass the key to the city. In an instant the doors all closed. But still pose. 10 fingers each seeking their own explanation. Flipping through alibis gets bad when I can't pinpoint the devastation. It's hard to have confidence in what I'm not sure makes sense at all. Like waiting years for the phone to ring, too afraid to answer the call. I can't touch it, can't see it, hard rid of this. Contradictions limitless. Time a lonely witness. This is my expression of sickness. Here again, now once more asking why. Playing reruns of the same alienation, never press rewind. Messed up this time, no different than the previous 9 chances you wasted. Erasing all traces left to find. Path back to peace of mind, only flashbacks of decent life are left now. Drowning amongst the demons you keep inside. To be and not to be the light that see you taught to read and write. Wait up on the window for the 100th time, you still can't leave the pipe. Line up a million fun memories just to knock them down. No wonder everything seems so hopeless when I'm not around. Hold the kids back, honey, are you sure you hit that? How dare you put me in this position, lying every time you lips flap. Your family, goddammit, cursed with your blackness. Watching you torching on the bridge of the hand me the burnt matches. Imagine your last chance falling down the same black hole. Sometimes I think you hate the fact that I was able to gain control. Shoot me, stab me, punch me, you just tell the truth. Fuck this family tradition, responsible for my youth. I'm still bleeding, thought it was over so many times before. I hate reading the sign, you feed me lies, but I don't cry no more. Bottled up the boy next door, boxed all the toys on the floor, sent him off the fly, crossing your fingers, hoping that I might soul. No plan for a crash and burn, unhappy what he had to learn. Turned to faking smiles and facing the child and they massacred. Pile up the excuses, an endless cycle of bruises. Left behind the mess of this mess, not worth improving. Are you losing your faith yet? Changing each new paycheck, wishing you'd have had your bags packed when the last train left. Most angels die, so just get their wings taken away. Would it have been the same in a different life on a different day? That's just what I had to say. I promise you'll never hear it again unless you come to find me. Sign sincerely, your dearest friend. Choices when thinking about family. I wanna save my family from sinking. Got problems with thinking I can be different, even though I find my place in the deep end. These reasons for solidarity in the name of prosperity grow great with the pursuit of loot when it's rooted in family charity. Barely escape the legacy of a pretender, still off center, eternal winner of inner wickedness. Can't be silenced by legal tender. I wanna tell them they're not aware. How do you really reach your loved ones? Like mom in a sweepstakes dilemma, waiting for a lump sum, never knowing what it was like to clutch funds of a substantial amount. Never had much, it was a rush, dreaming of large cash accounts. We used to talk about going on vacation, we couldn't wait, but it's hard to put dreams like that to sleep when you're always awake. The plague that raped me of my childhood was invisible. I smiled, it was all good. Drugs could never save them or their son, but denial could. Why the machine's only half broken? It doesn't need fixing. Getting out of this is a fantasy you're wishing. It's a family tradition. Hold your head up, quit your bitching. Dreams get shattered, esteems get battered. How do you have high hope for your kids when it seems like nothing matters? Good seeing my mom fade away make me mad. Do I seem sad? If I'm lucky I can watch TV with pops to visit my uncle in rehab as a wee lad. Should have been concerned with just being a kid. More than the beatings, the lessons I received to this day make me cringe. Needing a purge more than ever from a lifetime spent on a binge. But when you don't know what you're doing is wrong, then it's hard to confess your sins and repent. Shit, I was way too busy paying rent. 17 years old trying to be an adult. The money never came but always went. My whole life spent on 2 full-time jobs back to back to secure my ungrateful girlfriend. Pole position spot in the trap. Hold me back, can't take anymore. Not even old enough to buy cigarettes. Getting schooled by the mayor of shit creep. My uncle Nicholas told me if you don't feed off the system, then feeling it is ridiculous. And the burden acquired on the path to freedom, you gotta live with it. So now I'm limited to swimming upstream from my surroundings, pretending to love life with every sip, quickly drowning. Afforded the comfort of having these people around, ones that always show care, unaware that they're holding me down. Cement my feet to the foundation, make sure I don't float away. To this day I wanna believe that it's cause they need me to stay. Blood is thicker than liquor, both of which get in my way, yet are bound together as one liquid that circulates through my veins. A haze of gray days of pain waits, we sustain the flames, maintaining this family treehouse by rerouting the blame of wicked innocence. Twisted, limited blissfulness, ritualistic clinging and dreaming together, wishful thinking, singing, screaming together. The type of thing you just know will always be forever I would trade it never. Wouldn't separate shame from pleasure. It came just like that, all I wanna do is make it better. But that's up to time to regulate the measure of whether and that's a fate that I watch climb daily from hasty efforts to elevate. I levitate, only to land come daybreak. A smile on my face as I watch my family finally escape the chain gates. I wanna save my family from sinking. Still problems with thinking I can be different, even though I find my bliss in the deep end. These reasons for solidarity in the name of prosperity grow great with the pursuit of loot when it's rooted in family charity. This is my family tradition.
Boarding ghost ship 11059er, destination unknown. All aboard.
See, I never had a treasure chest, found a map or even a compass, with a hint of regret and heavy breaths. We marched off into the sunset, not a pioneer searching for something that had not been done yet. Sent a million messages in bottles that haven't reached anyone yet. And the people around me want reasons, honestly I don't know. I was conversating with the breeze, and he told me that it was time to go. So in a hazy stupor we made our way to the docks, left all the luggage in the last hotel room, threw away the key to the lock, and we pushed off, piloting a ghost ship guided by gypsy spirit. First stop of the expedition, intended to find my head and clear it. I found a spot with blonde still as mirrors that used to taunt mystics and seers, where agreements made with fate are not sealed with kisses but with tears. And my fear of growing apart from the road make my heart go cold. Embarking where the stars chart in the dark, sparking the smoke, harboring hope, anchored to a rock that sits in the pit of my stomach. If I can resist the siren seduction, I know she can't keep me stuck in. I'm no longer under that rock, I wandered in my thoughts. Got put in a position that has me always pondering whether I'm lost. I guess I'm better off in these forbidden trails. The city's like sitting in jail sometimes. I made my own mountain out of a hill to climb. Looking for that uninhibited freedom, longing for reasons, wondering how I stumble upon such beautiful places, and why I'm always forced to leave them. Feel the trees breathing, see the colors bleeding, keep feeding our senses till we overdose from the stimulation and sensation I'm reading. Currently needing nothing, seeking no one in order to go on, honed into aloneness, harness the hopeless notes of her song. Sing of sorrow like I wrote it myself along these moats that enclose the garden and host the forgotten. Worst things roaming these roads were lost. We played possum for so long, way too alive to act dead, but it's like the life gets sucked away with each and every breath. Through magic eyes we watch death evolve. Most issues don't get resolved unless you follow fault lines flawlessly. No telling when the messenger calls. We deck the halls of shame with blood. The walls all scream we've had enough. It's easy to down the abstract. 22 catches hanging on a bluff. Had a touch with that whole phase now. Empty space replaced with clouds. Ain't easy getting to the top. Sometimes it's tougher to find your way down. Alone in indecision, no one to mend the broken visions. Hard to find motivation, a race let alone place pole position. Until then I resign myself from future festivities, until temptation lures me back to dangers. Let me live in peace. If we didn't cheat the puzzle, went cheek to cheek with a struggle, and for every level completed we watched the number of pieces double. We didn't cheat the puzzle, we went cheek to cheek with a struggle, and for every level completed we watched the number of pieces double. watches the calm whisper of dawn, kiss the morning dew, hit snooze on the alarm, not worried about what he has to do. Captures the mood, naturally and intuitive. No one taught him to do it, adapted to rules of which with whom he lived. Raised by a pack of wild night stallions, grew up the hard way in a paradise lacking balance. Parasites never wait to feed. Learned early to space his feet and pace his speed when engaging adversaries wishing to make him bleed. Godspeed the Hell's Angel on a crash course. Sowed seeds of destruction, still watch him grow from the back porch. Lone catalyst for change wrapped in chains, defied the environment where he forever remained. No shame for the ugly duckling stuck with being last in line. Most are calling crippled the chosen few, call him a mastermind. Half the time wasn't sure what he was doing here at all. Tune in and listen for one day that he might hear his call. Looking for cloud formations, painted pictures on the rocks. A seashell from the coast just to hear the ocean talk. Searching for signs, blurred words on each line. Grasping for any grip, just itching to make a find. A star-born illness, wicked living, reincarnated, an innocent witness, afflicted, scarred with hatred. A victim of circumstance with the world in his clutches. I bet you wouldn't even recognize his invisible crutches. Navigate through the cloudy days, hard to get our brows raised. Running out of ground to place, swears his frown's not around the state. Carry the strain of the cycle, to bury the pain with an ice cold. First for the disciple to break the chains and hop on the right road. Anyway, the river might go, feeling more like a cycle running on empty. Living outside the laws of survival, but to the naked eye, everything appeared to be peachy keen, squeaky clean. The truth underwater, he kept it strictly in between himself and the ones he thought he could share the world with. Then one by one they went missing, disappearing in the whirlwind. Afraid of getting a girlfriend, it always brought on major damage. Either bear it all or tuck it away, cause there's no way to say it can't manage the daily struggle. Back breaking, achy muscles leading to hustle, feeling like his knees are about to buckle. So he settles into a warm buzz, disconnects the phone plug. Alone but at home, used to the pain with no drugs. Looking for cloud formations, painted pictures on the rocks. A seashell from the coast just to hear the ocean talk. Searching for signs, blurred words on each line. Grasping for any grip, just itching to make a find. A star-born illness, wicked living, reincarnated, an innocent witness, afflicted, scarred with hatred. Victim of circumstance with the world in his clutches. I bet you wouldn't even recognize his invisible crutches. I didn't plan to wake up early today. As I got out of bed and looked out the window, it's like the whole world looks gray. I'm sick of staying inside until it burns away. Thinking I'll step into my morning and take a walk down the way. No specific place to go. Grab my sweater, it's still cold. At least in Southern California, we don't have to deal with the snow. As I get older, it seems like mornings become less magic. I've always loved a new start, but now we're stuck in cars and traffic. Form new habits to help overcome the madness. Mold the plastic so it can function, avoid of all that's organic. Used to panic when progress rid his ugly head in my backyard. They chew you up and spit you out like back credit or max credit card. Scars that mark the city, you're part of the harsh misery and humility. Real folk who don't consider it a victory to up the profits and pump poison through our bosses, the meaning they lost it. And people of lesser means don't get taught shit. It was simpler before, maybe just cause of my age. Now the traffic lights got video cameras, but the roads need to be repaved. And as I round the corner and continue down the block, I see 5 people sleeping in the park, 3 in the coffee shop. Remember when each neighborhood had its lone hobo? Now our shelters are overbooked and many are left nowhere to go. One man's treasure can turn a lot of lives into trash. They spend so much cash on their cars, why do they drive so fast?
Hey, I'm a firm believer in the philosophy of a ruling class, especially since there's a problem with this life where we're stuck in this pit.
so much more polluted. Fire quality's gotten so much worse, it's stupid to top, and all ignorance blinds us while we do it. I've talked to cats who believe we're at the climax of existence. Others say we're a virus and the planet's trying to get rid of us. Even the little stuff like what we're here to do's been misconstrued. They built the structure and now the real gets ridiculed. Some blame secret organizations, the whole thing's crazy. It's fucked up these days, not much left that can amaze me. We're racing towards the end, gaining momentum, chasing the days the landscape flies by, trying to catch them. The low sodium glow that fades us yellow when the night is long. Place for security reasons has me feeling like my life is gone. I just wanna see the stars and hear the wind, minus the murmur of a million people in the background from where I am. We watch wilderness recede as greedy planners fulfill their deeds, throw people's needs to the birds, search for a new cash cow to bleed. I see the connection between what we fiend for and what we're blessed with, and what could happen as a reaction if we can't perceive the message. I leave the rest up to the day-by-day method to change the way we play this game of filling our waking hours as long as we're allowed to stay. Hey you, tell me why I can't remember. Excuse me, can you explain what happened when I was blacked out? I have few images of an 8-year period, there's so much to remember, but the gates are locked and I'm out of options. I've stopped into a nostalgic landmark many nights. What was I doing? Here now in a Twilight Zone high school reunion. Now I feel why I moved away. Still can't relate to reasons from a period of the past that's gone gray. Unreadable according to the most secret agenda that can't be revealed. The architects don't even know where to begin at. Never told it a gym bag or one a spelling bee. Spirits of scholars speak through my actions, don't know what they're telling me. We all like to believe we hold the past tight. Now my hallway's gone dark and I'm searching for a flashlight. I can spend a long night rummaging through the memories, but the deeper I get through the pile, I find pieces that are dead to me. And I can't open this box that's withholding my thoughts. I'm still trying to figure out if this is my fault or not. Can I stop this loss or retrace it before it's too late? I'm afraid there might come a time I'll erase the whole slate. I can't open this box that's withholding my thoughts. Still trying to figure out if this is my fault or not. Can I stop this loss or retrace it before it's too late? I'm afraid there might come a time. I called my ex one night in tears a while back, not cause I was lonely. I couldn't remember a whole year we had shared living quarters, a lot of love, and though I could still feel it, not one picture could I pull. My mind's hiding secrets. I try to find reasons why my brain won't reveal certain seasons of my life, periods of time that have been sealed, and all I can come up with is a list of theories, a desolate graveyard, hoping for peaceful rest where they're buried. If I could get a shovel, I could unearth the times worth keeping. If I had a map of the site, I'd leave the hurt sleeping, dig around what used to get me down. I just need to figure out how things would have changed it. I have picked a different route, but now that's a lost wish. Can't afford the cost of it. Thousands of pennies I tossed into this fountain for shit, and there's nothing can save me from this feeling of going crazy. It'll all come back to me one day, maybe. Is this memory loss, a lack of past, lust or a mask? I can't remove a past, I can't uncover. Suffering memory loss, what happened to those days? Too much in my mind for it to just go gray. Is this memory loss, a lack of past, lust or a mask? I can't remove past, I can't uncover. Suffering memory loss, what happened to those days? Too much in my mind. I think a lot of those times are better off left behind. 3 drinks away from perfection and stepping across the line. I went to find inspiration, the past left me fractured. My house was insulated with pain packed up in the rafters. I was trapped, captured, encaged in barbed wire. Still thought it was impossible to escape. My scars hadn't healed, and when I was finally able to get away, it burned to the ground. It released appeared that way, too hard to return to until now. But I'm alive, willing to dig through the smoke and ashes, try to recover the lost time without reopening the gashes. Not knowing what's gonna happen as I approach these frozen captions, quotes I wrote with a silent pen through vibrant actions. My failing recollections could stem from a lot of reasons. Hiding, hurting, burnout from a world that's deceiving. And I'm working, needing to write it all out in a list. And sometimes I find the right words, but always seem to forget. Is this memory loss, a lack of past, lust or a mask? I can't remove a past, I can't uncover. Suffering memory loss, what happened to those days? Too much in my mind for it to just go great. Suffering memory loss, a lack of past, lust or a mask? I happened to those days? Too much in my mind for it to just go great. What's the first thing you think of when you think something scary? A childhood memory, sustaining emotional injury. Maybe horror movies play inside your mind with vivid imagery. Never knew what things I'd find once I lost my symmetry. Now every day's a trail of tears, try to find my way home. No one to answer the call, no calling card, no fucking payphone. Feel more at home with strangers on the road alone. No comfort in our past, if we run fast, no one will ever know. Imagine if every day was the worst of your life. I guess it's this curse that was given birth on the 1st of July. Too thirsty to try, depressed and hurting inside. I suffer in silence until I can get a fresh breath of life. Always wonder why these girls' eyes could make me tell them no lies, but when I open my heart to them, make them sorry they even tried. And then I'm stuck, wondering if I'll ever find love again. Close so many chapters in this life that they'll never comprehend.
You get one chance at doing this, and if you miss it, you don't get it again. And that's the hardest part of it.
What's this depression? What's with the regression? Why do we keep walking over the same paths we've been stepping? I need the light on, need the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone. This is a trail of tears, try to find my way back. I can't stay back, life's been fucked up, and I don't know how to say that. Keep the light on, turn the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone. The baddest of the savages still harbor some sadness, being stolen from home, heading straight to hell in a handbasket. Step in the blackness, no happy endings, closed caskets, sold captive for no ransom, hugging the devil close, slow dancing, make them responsible for their own actions. Released on a one-way road to Shit Creek, already knowing what's gonna happen, predestined for damnation, impatiently pacing it to take one hand and wipe away the smoke, fog, and condensation from the inside of the window, or the driver's side mirror. It's never been as clear, knowing our whole lives are lived in limbo, but fear remains along the path of pain we take to get back to breathe and try to find meaning to existence that previously lacked reason. The sidewalk of sadness runs a powerless place, round the boulevard of broken dreams, down the language lake. You could take Anger Avenue, just past post-adolescent parkway, or live on Easy Street and lose it in traffic after a hard day.
There's certain mistakes that I'd like to change, but I won't trip on it too hard, you know what I mean?
You want to see what they are?
I kinda just did.
What's this depression? What's with the regression? Why do we keep walking over the same paths we've been stepping? I need the light on, need the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone. This is a trail of tears, try to find my way back. I can't stay back, life's been fucked up, and I don't know how to say that. Keep the light on, turn the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone. What's with the depression? What's with this regression? Why do we keep walking over the same paths we've been stepping? I need the light on, turn the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone. This is a trail of tears, try to find my way back. I can't stay back, life's been fucked up, and I don't know how to say that. Keep the light on, keep the mic on, need to write a song. If I didn't, I would probably feel like my life was gone.